Yeah, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, and we back at it with another Forza Motorsport 7 video, man. I hope you guys have been enjoying these builds. This game is absolutely insane. I gotta say, I'm a big Horizon 3 fan, but the graphics on this game are just absolutely insane, man. Before today's video, we are back at it with another request. If you guys do not know how it works, man, we take one request per video uploaded on the channel. So let me know what you guys want to see down in the comments section, man. Before today's video, our request comes from one person in particular. Eric Acevedo wants to see an Oldsmobile 442 drift build. Now, there's one reason in particular why I decided to choose this build today, man. And that's because I actually already own an Oldsmobile 442. I think I won this bad boy in like a crate or something like that. And you know, with me just starting to play this game last week, you know, I got funds to do some builds, but they're a little bit tight, man. So with that being said, I'm thinking we're gonna take this Oldsmobile 442 that I just so happen to already own, and we're gonna soup this bad boy up and see what we can make of it. Now, already this thing, just an absolute classic. I'm a big fan of the Oldsmobiles. Back in the day when I was in high school, had an Oldsmobile Intrigue, which is like, you know, one of the last Oldsmobiles that were built before the company went out of business. And, you know, in that time of owning that car, I became definitely an Oldsmobile enthusiast. Now, as you guys can tell, the original powertrain in this bad boy is actually giving us what looks to be more power, more horsepower in the top end there. So I think we're gonna leave the stock engine. As far as, oh, we're definitely leaving it rear wheel drive. Now, I would like to see a supercharger on this thing. What's the price on one of these? 1,500. Sign me up, buddy. The easiest boost that we ever put on any car. Now, in our last few videos, you guys saw the front bumper mods weren't working. However, we do have some bumper mods for this car. Now, I kind of dig it. We're going to go ahead and install that. Looks like something you'd see on one of the old school Mustang Mach 1s. Rear wing, I guess we could call it. We're going to put that race rear wing on there. Gives it a nice little, I don't know, little duckbill-ish type look. Now, as far as the front hood, I really do like those hood scoops, but we're going to see what our other options are here. That just doesn't work for me. Don't really like the cowl hood. The supercharger would be cool, but I think this hood for the Oldsmobile 442, I think that's just an iconic hood, man, and I don't want to mess with a good thing right now. Now, as far as the tire compound goes, we're going to go ahead and throw a race tire compound on here. Since this game is based on track racing, I want all of my cars to be set up not as much for power. The power doesn't really bother me too much. I want them to be able to handle, I want them to be able to brake, and I want them to be able to make me money, because that is the name of the game, man. You guys know the channel. We do a build here every single day, and that 1,000 credits, or that 1 million credits, I should say, that's going to go awfully quick, man, especially once we start getting into some more expensive builds. Hence why I am building this 442, in which I already own. Now, I'm just going to skim through a couple wheel options, see if we can find something that I like here. Now, I'm a big fan of these 945 RLs. Reason being, especially on these old school muscle cars, that 5-spoke is just a classic design, man. Obviously, the OEM wheel was a 5-spoke design. I kind of want to stick with that theme, but obviously we're going to modernize this just a little bit. Beef those wheels up to 18s and give that a nice stance here. Now, once we lower this thing, I think it's going to really look nice here. As far as drivetrain goes, we're just going to upgrade the clutch. I'm also going to do a transmission. Actually, you know what? We got the stock motor in here just with a supercharger. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and upgrade the transmission. Sport tranny here. I think that's going to give us a little bit of adjustability. Brakes, obviously, I enjoy stopping, so we're going to go ahead and install those bad boys. Springs and dampers all the way to the ground. No rally springs in Motorsport 7 here, as opposed to Forza Horizon 3. Now, it looks like we do already own a couple different parts here, so I'm just going to go ahead, once again, for the sake of saving a little cash, we're just going to add these. Oh, it's already installed. My mistake. Now I'm going to keep an eye out for that here because we do already have a race intake. Looks like it's already carbureted. I'm going to go ahead and throw a race exhaust on here just because I want this thing to be as loud as possible. Camshafts are not done, so we're going to go ahead and install those. $3 grand for camshafts is really a good deal. I mean, in real life, plenty more expensive for some camshafts there. And the supercharger, we're going to up the boost on this thing as well. And I think that's going to be pretty good for this thing. I don't want it to get too crazy out on the track. Like I say, I want it to be able to perform, make me money, and in turn that will allow me to make more of these videos for you guys. So now that we got that out of the way, I do want to lower this thing just a little bit. It's kind of raked back just a bit, and I don't necessarily like the sagginess in the rear end there, so we're going to go ahead and adjust that. Now I'm not going to adjust the transmission right now. I'm going to wait until we get out there, and if it does need a little bit of top speed change, then we're going to go ahead and take care of that. Last but not least, paint and customization, man. Let's go ahead and paint this bad boy up real quick. Now, I'm thinking for this car just straight black, but I would like to see the gold lines on there, but I know we're not going to get that. We do have the high output 455 sticker on the cowl, which is very nice. All black, I don't know, murdered out with a nice set of wheels on here. Now, these wheels look to be polished. Let's see what they look like with a chrome wheel on here. I think that's going to be, what do you think? The steel polished or the aluminum polished? I don't know. Let's go ahead and do the steel polished. Just a little bit darker. Make it look just a little bit better. And we already did the windows, tinted up black. Thinking that's about it, man. Like, I want this thing to just look OG, murdered out. So let's save this to the current car real quick. And with that being said, we are just about ready to take this bad boy out on the street. Now I'm really interested to see how this thing drifts. Now, I did pick quite a tight course for this particular car, but I really want to be able to push this thing to its limits. Now, we do have quite a bit of grip in the rear end, not so much on the front. Now, I've had people in my videos in the past tell me to put not a race tire compound, maybe a street tire compound on the rear, and in this particular situation, I could probably see why. We're getting definitely a lot of grip in the back, especially those tires being so wide, which is a good thing. Like I say, for racing, it's definitely going to help. It kind of slipped my mind that this was supposed to be a drift build though, so I'm going to try to drift it here, even though it's more so set up for racing, which it's holding a line very nicely, I must say. Now, one of the great things that I'm liking about this game is the graphics. The graphics are just insane in this game, man. Like when Motorsport 6 came out and we were going from Horizon 2 to Motorsport 6, I was like, wow, these graphics are amazing. And then, you know, they translated those graphics over to Horizon 3, and now here we are playing Motorsport 6, and I gotta say, man, or Motorsport 7, I should say, my mistake. I gotta say, I don't know how these games can just keep getting better, but they do. They definitely do. Now, one thing I am noticing, it's a big game. You know, there's a lot of content downloaded off the internet. There's a lot of content downloaded off of the disc, so you need to make sure that you have a lot of space on your Xbox and make sure that you have good data or a good internet connection to download this, because, you know, I don't have the greatest internet connection, and it took me close to, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 hours. Luckily, they let you play, you know, as the game loads and downloads, they let you play certain bits of it, but, I mean, I definitely did know. Oh, we just mashed the wall. We wrecked our car. No, thank God for tires. I did notice it's just a huge game, massive. And I noticed also, with me having just an original Xbox, I don't have the 1S or the 1X or whatever, it's just the original Xbox. She's a little bit slow loading, you know what I mean? But luckily the gameplay is seamless and everything like that, which is really the only thing that I care about. Like, I don't really care if, as I'm buying cars and searching for car parts, it's a little choppy. As long as the actual game works for me, I'm totally happy, man. As you guys can tell, really enjoying this game. But I'm thinking what we're probably going to do is put an end to this video. I just want to pull off so the sun can gleam in these wheels here real quick. You guys let me know what you think of these Motorsport 7 videos down in the comments section. Also, don't forget to let me know what kind of builds you guys want to see on the channel, man, because that's the nature of this beast, man. We are playing Motorsport 7, but we're still taking your requests, man. So with that being said, I am your boy D Nolly, aka Don Squally. That Oldsmobile 455. It's 455. Just an absolute beauty, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And with that being said, I'm thinking we're gonna put an end to this one. I'm your boy D Nolly, aka Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We're gonna catch y'all at the next one, man. Peace. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.